Hello, fellow budgeters. My name is Brandy, and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. On this channel, we budget using what we have to accomplish paying off our debt so that we can fulfill our dreams. Today, what we're going to be working on is the end of the month budget breakdown. I think I did all this math correctly. There are some discrepancies that I cannot figure out. I've done everything I can to figure this out, and I feel like I'm just like, I know I got strep this month, and there's also Thanksgiving, so things are also a little like, I wasn't as careful with some things as I should have been. So anyway, here's what we're looking at. So this is our monthly budget category breakdown. I had a starting balance in my cash envelopes and our checking account at $3,919.96. For all of our paychecks this month, we earned $7,441. Other income, which would include things that we bought or some returns or whatever happened, we had $188.46. And then we used $390 out of our savings, which meant our total monthly info was $11,939.42. Now remember, that is not money that we earned. My husband and I did not make $11,000 this month. Our lives would be drastically changed if we made $11,000 in 1 month. So let's look at this. For tithes, we tithed $146.20. Our household expense, we budgeted $2,231, and it would end up being $2,220. Groceries, we budgeted $1,500, and we ended up spending $1,235. Now, when it comes to groceries does not just equal food in this house, in my budget. It also equals toiletries, things we buy around the house. I'm going to get better at categorizing things out from my receipts as when 2025 rolls around, but right now that also means like anything we buy at Walmart while we're doing our grocery shopping, that just means that's groceries. Everything we buy at Costco while we're doing our grocery shopping, that's groceries. So this number is going to go down in 2025 because I'm going to be better at just toiletries and groceries, like food, instead of also everything else that we buy. Our utilities, we budgeted $942, and we spent $660. For our car, which also includes our gas, we budgeted $515 and ended up spending $706.46. This would be different, but the place where my husband got an oil change for my van charged us twice. So that's way over because they charged us twice, and thank goodness we had the money in the bank. Otherwise we would be screwed. So he's going to be taking care of that. Health, we only budgeted $85, and then I had to go get strep, and my husband had to go and have some health issues himself, so we ended up spending $217.47. How dare we? Debt, we budgeted $2,227, and we actually sent $2,541 to debt. Fun, we budgeted nothing, ended up spending $65.80. Kids, we budgeted nothing, ended up spending $78.48. Myself, this is also a really weird number because we bought things on Amazon and we did a couple of purchases where the majority of the things on those receipts were mine, and so I put them under me. I personally did not spend almost $100 on myself, but that's just the way it was categorized this month. So like I said, in 2025, I'm going to be doing so much better at like getting down to the minute detail, just because I really need to know where all the money is going. My husband got his $40. We didn't buy anything for our dog because our dog food is in our grocery bill. For takeout, we spent $274. Savings, we saved $108. And Christmas, which is this event right here, we spent $313.38 for a total expense for this month of $8,706.32. Now, what I have left in my cash envelopes and what's left in my checking account right now, I have $3,340 as my December starting balance. If I add $3,340 plus $87.06, it should equal $11,939. $939. However, I am sitting at $12,046.72 when it comes to those two things. So somewhere I am over $107. And I know I don't have $107 in change. So I don't know what happened. I spent a long time trying to figure out where it went to. And once again, I just don't, like, I don't understand. Does anybody ever fill out this sheet and then actually get that to be zero besides Kamiko herself from the Budget Mom? Because the whole time I've been following this program or been using these workbooks, which has been since 2019, whenever I fill this out, it never balances out, and I cannot figure out why, because I really feel like I'm so meticulous in my writing down what happens. So anyway, there's always room for improvement. So there's the monthly category breakdown. Now let's go into, you can look at these numbers, this is fine. But we're gonna go into our coloring sheets in just a minute. But the debts here in red are the ones that I will be focusing on in this channel for right now. And the ones in blue are federal student loans that we are paying off. We are actively paying them off. However, I just needed to break things down, because if I added these $68,000 and $22,000, that's $90,000 right there, instead of just these that are right here. This is 65,000 or 64-ish thousand. And I needed to break that down in my brain so I could like have specific goals and not be completely overwhelmed knowing that I owe six figures in just consumer and student loan debt. So, so for the focused debts, so I'm only talking about the ones that are highlighted here in red. We sent $2,000 to make payments. Last month, our total was $65,450.33, and this month it's $64,641.74, which means we paid off $808.59. So you're like, okay, hold on, you sent $2,000 to the debt, but you only paid off $800? Yes, because $737 of that went to interest, which is atrocious. And we cannot seem to get out of the cycle of using one of these credit cards. And so the balance is not going down on that credit card, even though we are sending money towards that credit card. So we are trying so hard. And like things just keep coming up. And like we're not even spending that on like fun things. And so things just keep coming up. So we're trying really, really hard. Starting in December, we are not going to use that card at all. We're not going to use it at all. We're not going to use it at all. So the majority of the $2,000 will absolutely be spent on paying down the debt. So let's look at our net worth tracker. I do this so differently. And at one point, my little sister, I think when she was doing this with me, she was getting kind of mad at me because for my assets, I do not include what my house is worth. I do not include my 401k balances. I do not include what my cars are worth. Nothing. I only include what I have in my cash envelopes and what I have in the bank. That's it. And I do that for two reasons. One, I don't feel like looking into how much my house is worth every month or looking into how much my car might be worth every month and guessing those things. And I also just really I already have all of these things I need to check the balances for every month. I don't want to look into my 401k. Don't worry, I have an idea of how much is in there. I do get my quarterly statements and I do look at those. And then my husband also has a 401k and I have no idea how much he has in that. So once we get through with a lot of this debt, I will be focusing more and paying more attention to that. Unfortunately, in order for us to continue to build our wealth, we need to focus on the debt. So this number looks really bad, but this isn't the most accurate number, and that's okay with me. So right now I'm just showing all my liabilities: mortgage, my focus debt, and then my student loan debt, which equals $437,414.84. And then when you subtract your assets from your liabilities, that leaves us with a net worth of negative $432,424.70. But the good news is that went up. Last month we were at negative $433,000. So we went up. We increased our net worth by $607. So yay us. Okay, let's close this up and let's go into our debt tracker sheets. Here is my debt tracking binder. Okay, let me move some things out of the way so I can get it in there. There we go. All right, so here's our first debt. Let me look and see how you are on the frame. Okay, so our first debt is the care credit card we had to take out over the summer to handle a couple of vet bills that we were not prepared for. And so this month we sent $269 to the debt, and now our remaining balance is $223. So what that means is we get to color in 40 of the little things right here inside this. So I'm going to color those and I will be right back. Okay. I remembered. I forgot to put. Okay, that's work. Okay. Sometimes I have to put a piece of paper in the back so that it won't. I'm sorry, I can't find one. All right. So anyway, there's that one. We have just a little bit to go. I'm so excited. It's my goal to pay off this one in December. All right. The next one was Capital One. Our Capital One credit card, we paid $38, so now our remaining balance is $869.37, which means we get to color in 3 cups of coffee. All right. The next one is a care credit card that I took out for a family member. In November, we sent $192 to this debt, and our remaining balance is $2,965.89. So I get to color in 5 of these little monsters. So I will be right back. Yay. Okay. And the next one. This is Ashley Furniture. We, our minimum payment is $45 and there's no interest on this one. And so our remaining balance is $826.95, which means I get to fill in 4 of these spaces and we will finish this E. So I will be right back. Perfect. The next one is Rooms to Go. This is also a furniture card, and there's 0 interest. We sent $83 to this debt, and our remaining balance is $2,232.28. And we get to fill in 3 leaves. All right. This one is my Visa credit card. I messed up last month and I didn't put the correct balance. And so unfortunately, we do not get to fill in any spaces because I didn't fill in the correct things last month. So that's just the way it goes, and that's okay. Here's our personal loan. We sent $258, which means we now owe $6,565.13. We had to take out this loan because our van needed a new engine over the summer, which was lovely. Super fun, right? And so I get to fill in 3 spaces on our little Mario Kart thing here, or not Mario Kart. I meant to say Mario Track, not Mario Kart, but you guys understand what I mean. This is the credit card I can't seem to stop spending on, and it's just because I need to stop. So we sent $400 to it. Our remaining balance is $14,488.49, which is embarrassing because our starting balance when I started my channel was $14,269. So we don't get to color in that one again. Next month will be different. That's not true. I have to catch up to at least the starting balance first. But anyway, here's our loan on our car. This month we sent $325.06, so our remaining balance is $15,443.67, which means I get to fill in 1 space. All right. This is a private student loan that I'm focusing on in this channel. We paid the minimum payment of $296.42, and our remaining balance is $16,179.45. Last month, because each doodle is $164, last month we didn't get to fill one in. This month we do, because between last month and this month, we have at least paid off enough to fill out 1 doodle. Hooray! And that should be it, because we're not working on that. Our mortgage is, the next time I can fill in a mortgage piece is when I'm at $281,160. We still have about $400 or $500 to go on that one. And for our overall We're Debt-Free space, unfortunately, we have to be at 400,000. I can never say things. I can never say a number. $436,907, and we are currently sitting at a total of $437,414. So we have about $500 to go before we can color in that 1 space. So hopefully we'll get to do that next month. That would be really cool. This is the overall We're Debt-Free. This will be, this I'm coloring in like as I'm paying off all the debts, including the student loans that I'm not focusing on in this channel yet, and including the mortgage. So that'll be exciting when we can finally get one in there. That means a lot of progress had taken place. So there is that. All right, my friends. Well, I appreciate you being here today. That's all I got for you. Let's go to a fun, this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get to the point where next month we can pay that off. We're going to have to stretch a little bit, but we're going to be doing it. We're going to be doing it so that December we're paying this one off. Yay. Okay. Well, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please go ahead and like the video. I would love it if you'd subscribe and stick around. If you've been with me this long, give me some kind of emoji where there's like a crayon or something. Do they have crayon emojis anymore? I don't even know. I don't use emojis very often, so I don't know what kind they have. But anyway, I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.